Hey, so today I'm going to be breaking down the current world record for BO3 Origins 3141. Was recently achieved by Ross Hayden. Big shout out to him for letting me use his footage. And yeah, let's get into it. So BO3 Origins is a notoriously difficult speedrun. It's one of the more difficult ones in all of BO3. I've personally struggled with it as someone who has ran it a little bit. So he's going to start by grabbing Brain, turning the dial twice, and then grabbing Gum. Speedrunners will turn the dials in for the Lightning Staff piece before the actual Lightning Staff step. This saves a lot of time since, for those who don't know, the dials are actually predetermined before like you don't you can just spin them the same amount of times each time, so it doesn't matter when you do it. Now you can see he's going for Gen 2 Lightning, as we call it, or Round 2 Lightning, sorry, and he actually hits it. And essentially how this works is he is timing the death barrier so that he can jump up and run to the top and deactivate the death barrier and then go back down and get the lightning staff piece. So essentially how it works is the death barrier works in ticks, and in between ticks, you can essentially jump up like you saw and time the death barrier and get the lightning staff piece. So yeah, here he's just hitting for points, perks, and nukes. He also needs nukes to end the round. Although I believe, unlike some previous strategies for the BO3 Origin speedrun, he's actually going to stay on round 3. So that'll be interesting to see as opposed to other strategies. Here he also gets Spawn Robot, which is really good. He needs that. That's a reset requirement right there. In addition to round 3 Snow. Doing dials, getting Ice Disc, and then hitting Gum for nukes. And right here, he's actually going to hit Gum one more time and not get the Gum. He does this in order to cycle out the last Gum that he knows he doesn't need, which is going to be self-medication. He's keeping track of his Gum cycle. And for those who don't work, Gums work in cycles. Once you've utilized, you must get all the Gums in a cycle before you can move on to the next cycle. So he knows that the last in the cycle is self-medication, so he can just hit Gum for it and then not grab it and go on to the next cycle and get a whole new set of gums. So pretty smart. All right, he's going to open up door to No Man's Land here. He's going to be looking for his Ice Staff piece. That's a big priority in addition to opening up Excavation here. Grab Gramophone. Pretty standard. Still going to look for Ice Piece, and next here he should do Gen 4. So yeah, like I said, this route differs a little from what speedrunners would previously do. Before, typically, speedrunners would have ended the round and then gone to Gen 5. So, yeah, a little different, but obviously it worked. I mean, he was able to get the new world record by, you can see right there his old world record is 32:04. So this one was beaten by quite a wide margin. So you can see he gets middle robot, which is also really good. He's going to be able to get that next piece, and then he can, once he sees the robot spawn in, he can actually nuke the round. So you can hear he said right there, he said, I do want to skip trios here. And to explain really quick what he means by that is essentially what will happen is every 4 rounds, starting from round 4, trio robots will spawn in. So for those who know Origins, those are the 3 robots that all spawn at the same time. And speedrunners really hate that. That's not good for speedrunning. So we essentially want to do what we call skipping trios. And you do this by timing your round 4 so that you flip to round 5 before the robots spawn in. So you're going to see that he's going to try to flip to round 5 now as soon as possible. He can't nuke right now because it just simply won't end the round. But if he waits, and I believe he's going to do it when he gets to Gen 6, he can time the nuke and end the round in order to quote-unquote skip trios. So pretty smart. Pretty cool speedrunning tech. Here you get the fire staff disc. For those who don't know, you don't actually have to activate the tank to get that disc part. So yeah. And then he's going to get the last ice staff piece. And like I said, yep, he's going to nuke the round. Yeah, he just wants to end it and move on to round 5. It's pretty good that he was also able to get the full ice staff before round 5, so pretty good. There, he shot the plane, spawns in the sky right there. Quick little tidbit that speedrunners do. And also seamlessly, he grabs the second Maxis Drone part, so pretty good, pretty fast so far. So just grabbing Ice Gem right here. Less than 5 minutes in, he already has all the ice staff parts as well as a variety of other parts that he's going to need. So, yeah, pretty good. Great. Okay, right here he's going to get Church Robot, which is really good. It's left foot, so he's just going to wait for that. And then now he's doing Lightning Dial, and then he's going to fill his stone. 2 bullets and a knife. 2 Measure bullets and a knife is what it's going to take to get these knife kills on round 5. So, pretty straightforward. Yep, and then here you go. He's going to grab this piece. Less than 6 minutes in, and he already has all 3...
Okay, that's gonna be really good if I
all 3 win staff pieces. Pretty good. Just like you said, pretty good. Anyways, now he's going to finish his stone. This differs a little from, like I said, from the old route, where essentially what you would do is you would finish this on round 4 and 5, and you would, rather than just doing it all on round 5, but you would have a ton of spare zombies on round 5, so it kind of makes sense why this routing was changed to be a little different.
No.
Nothing to me.
You can see he finished the stone right there. Hops the tank. Interesting to know, he doesn't actually have to take the tank here. He just sends it because he already got that lightning staff piece. Oh, and I didn't even know this happened. Little bit of time loss here to muddying the stone, so he has to clean it again. A little unfortunate. It'll cost him a few seconds, but it's not that big a deal.
And even knowing that, those spawns were just completely terrible.
Spawns were a little unfortunate as well. It's interesting that he lost a decent amount of time here. He was still able to WR by such a wide margin. I mean, I don't know. This new route is pretty effective, as you can see by the amount of staff pieces he's able to get so early on, especially with him hitting round 2 lightning right there, like I mentioned earlier in the video. Speedrunners will go for it every single time, but you don't always need to hit it. You can do the boom hilda boost to get it instead, even though it's slightly slower. So it's pretty good that he got it though. Anyways, build ice staff here. You can see a couple cheeky column hits where he lines up the for the staffs to upgrade them.
A fragment of some staff. It seems that music may be the riddle solution.
So yeah, I mean, the rest of this is just going to be pretty much him looking to upgrade obtain the staffs, and then he's also going to look to get his G strikes. Those are the 2 most important things he's prioritizing right now. First are Ice and Wind, which as you can see he's working on upgrading right here. All speedrunners obviously have the code memorized by heart, so pretty easy for these absolute incredible players. This part of the run is pretty much just upgrading the staffs regularly. The only thing you will see that might be a little cool is he snipes the... Yeah, you can see right here, he snipes the gravestones from some cool little angles. And I believe he will also snipe the last one from on top of these stairs right here. Yep, you can see right here, he aims, and you can't really see it, but far away right there, you can actually shoot the gravestone from there. pretty significant time save. Speedrunners discovering that one. I use that in my casual game, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Now he's gonna shoot the orb, and then
I think I
he'll
just
build the
didn't
wind
play
staff.
well.
Bang! There it is. Just gonna look to end round. That's what he's doing right now. He's just looking for last. Just gonna upgrade the Boomhilda. You'll see some pretty good, pretty cool Boomhilda tech. Like I mentioned earlier, there is some interesting Boomhilda tech in this. In addition to using it for movement, because for those who don't know, the Boomhilda actually moves you backwards slightly when you shoot it. It shoots a projectile, so it moves you backwards. And speedrunners use this for not just a little speed boost, but also for obtaining some lightning staff pieces in some cool ways. So we'll see that later in the video. Here he just buys the VMP because it's a nice little weapon to get some damage off on zombies and then hit him with the knife. So he's just looking to get his G strikes right here. Pretty straightforward. Also, something I didn't know that I'll mention, because I actually learned about this only when I started to speedrun Origins myself. The Widow's Wine upgrades your knife. I might be an idiot for like saying this as if it's not common knowledge, but yeah, it upgrades your knife. So you one-shot zombies up until round 4, which is very useful for speedrunners. There you go. He got his G strikes. That was pretty quick. Those are some good spawns. And he ends his round. Yeah. Now he is gonna go get his Fire Staff gem on top of killing the Panzer for the last Fire Staff piece. And this is actually, after this, is where you would typically get the lightning piece that he got on round 2 using the Boomhilda, but he was able to get it on round 2 using the movement tech known as round 2 lightning, as I called it. Doing the wind staff code, pretty straightforward. Yeah, he's pretty quick, 14 seconds ahead. Currently it would seem, so yeah. And you'll notice it says a minute behind on his ice staff. That's probably just because, yeah, there you go. That's the Boomhilda boost. He did it as a faster way to get to No Man's Land, but it's a cheeky little boost that you can also use to get the lightning staff piece. And what speedrunners will do is, since you can't really time the death barrier anymore, once you're that late into the speedrun, they'll use self-medication to get up to the... oh, and here's another little Boomhilda boost. There are really only 3 around the map that are like utilized by speedrunners. It was the one we just saw, the 2 that we just saw, and then the one that he's about to do here. So right now he's going to call the tank, do that lightning staff dial, and then you're about to see the 3rd Boomhilda boost right here, which is to get the last lightning staff piece. So yeah, I mean, pretty cool. Origins is some of the coolest movement tech in my opinions in the game. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Then he's going to do the last wind staff vent right here. You can actually shoot it from right there as you're seeing. You don't have to actually go line it up, so that's pretty cool. He's going to ride the tank. He times this perfectly so that he can get onto the tank just in time to get this last lightning staff piece. Man, the amount of times both I have personally and seen people miss that is incredible. So it's kind of funny to watch, but glad he got it. Anyways, he's going to go do the... I don't really know what to call these. I guess you can call them the dials. I don't like calling them dials though, because I like to also call the lightning staff dials, because even though they're both kind of technically dials, so I don't know. I'll just call them staff dials. Here he's gonna build the fire staff, and then we're about to see another cool little trick using self-medication. Essentially, since the ice staff is in his mule kick weapon, he is able to down himself, and then because of how self-medication interacts with quick revive, it'll think temporarily that he won't have a staff, and then he can go pick up the wind staff, and then
Wow.
it'll give him back the ice staff as well. So, yeah, neat little trick that speedrunners will use to get multiple staves. You will see him use this later as well. I mean, he uses it multiple times throughout the video in order to carry 2 staffs at once, which can be really convenient for just transporting them back and forth. But you will also see it for when he duplicates the fire staff for the step where you have to put the staffs in the robot's head, which is really cool. So stay tuned for that. He's looking at around here.
Oh.
Nice. Now he's going to grab lightning gem as well as put the ice staff and the wind staff away. So, yeah.
This object looks important.
Now you notice Gen 4 is under attack. Speedrunners have a unique way of dealing with this since it's a massive time loss to go deal with it like by foot to go actually kill them at Gen 4. Speedrunners will have lineups with their G strikes in order to actually take down the Templars who are raiding the generator. So you can see right here, he's just going to throw it. That one's a pretty easy throw. There are a couple others that are not really difficult, but you know, require like a little bit more of a lineup in order to get down. So yeah. Anyways, he's lining up the dials for the fire staff now. Now he's going to do the self-medication downing technique in order to get the lightning staff and fire staff at the same time. So you're going to see it'll give him back the fire staff in a sec. There it is. So again, really cool. Lot of cool tech in the Origin speedrun. Between the Boomhilda and self-medication, it's a pretty cool speedrun. Yeah. Ding 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 ding. Hit scum. Yeah, now he should go. I mean, all he's really wanting to do here is upgrade the staff, so this is pretty straightforward as far as going to upgrade the fire staff. For those who are wondering why he does this, he does it because he doesn't want the zombies to kill him, but he doesn't want to kill the zombies either. He wants to save as many as possible in order to fill up the fire staff. And by throwing the G strike right there, it won't actually kill them because the G strike lands from the from outside the tunnel, so it's not going to do anything. Anyways, yeah, he's doing the lightning staff code real quick here, and he's going to go over and fill the fire staff torches, and then. Also, the lightning staff is pretty much done at this point because he's done all the dials by now. So if you've been paying attention throughout the video, you'll notice he does each of the dial at some point throughout the speedrun, each of the dials. So pretty cool. At the same time as this, he's also filling the staffs in the center, the ice staff and the wind staff. So yeah. Nice. And round end. Now he's going to take the ice staff portal in order to do the fire staff code. So as you can see, he also finished the lightning staff code right there. So what he did is he did it in a few different segments. He did, I believe, the first two and then did the third run right there. I believe he just did that for the sake of spawns because he was getting a lot of spawns. So it does save actually like a little bit of time to do that because he was getting spawns after he did the first two. So he was like, okay, I'm going to go fill the fire staff now. Then he was like, okay, now the round's end, so I have some downtime. I'm going to go finish the lightning staff. So pretty smart little time save right there. And there he just did the fire staff, torches step. My bad, I misspoke earlier also when I said torches, that he was filling the torches. He's filling the little soul boxes. Now he's going to look to fill the church soul box for the getting the upgraded melee. the fists. This also differs slightly from the route the previous route that speedrunners would use. Typically you do this later in the Easter egg, but he is doing it now, so that's a interesting little change to note.
This might be useful actually.
And he gets that just in time for the robot. Specifically, you can see their trios because it's round 12. Or it was round 12 when the robot spawned in, so pretty cool. There he's gonna shoot the fire and then the lightning orb. Another fun, and he's gonna get the last Max's staff piece. Another fun little fact: you don't actually need to wait until after the staff dials are done for the to shoot the orb. You can shoot it before, and it'll just go up. Here he's just throwing some G strikes to help him with this step. Pretty straightforward. And then yeah, you notice he doesn't shoot it again because it's gonna automatically complete once he finishes the dials. So yeah, pretty cool. Now he's just gonna look to put the fire and lightning staff away and finish upgrading the rest of the staffs. So yeah.
$89.
Pretty straightforward.
Such crude methods prove effective. This chalk drawing that becomes reality.
90,
Is lucky.
91, or 91, 92.
There you go. He finished his ice staff upgrade.
That sucks. I didn't mean to switch my weapons after. Save me that.
Put the last lightning staff in as well. Upgrade a fire. Now he's gonna look for lightning staff to get finished.
With greater strength, we will crush our enemies.
Or
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like lightning staff is gonna fill, but that's okay. He's gonna look to fill it just as he opens his portal as well, and there you go. So now he's got the fire staff in hands, and we're about to see some more cool tech. For those who don't know, he now needs to get self med back in a sec here, but he does need to what do you call it? He needs the fire staff and self med for this next part that's coming up.
This debilitating mud.
Anyways, he's also gonna fill box in the meantime.
All that remains. Every human that falls supplies more energy. Energy flows like a river. Spirit of my ancestors.
it's weird that it's still a decent segment despite all the mistakes I made.
Right now it's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's just filling the box and hitting for self-medication. That's kind of it for this part of the speedrun. There he goes. He got it back. Nice.
We must strike while we have the advantage.
He timed that nuke perfectly for when the Templar spawned in. So he had that raindrops ready.
Humans fight for control of the
Really, really smart. So yeah, that's why he waited on the nuke right there. If you saw for a split second, the Templar spawned, and then he was able to nuke him. So yeah. Okay, so essentially what's going to happen right now is he's going to duplicate the fire staff over and over again using the self-medication glitch, as it's called. This is also called AFD by speedrunners. And essentially, how it works is a little bit complicated, and if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I don't fully understand it myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link my Discord in the description, and in there I will be able to give you guys a more in-depth understanding of how this works, because I can actually like kind of explain it a little bit better. And if I don't do justice explaining it, then I can point you in the direction of someone who will. So yeah, but essentially all you need to know is utilizing a glitch involving self-medication, he is able to duplicate the fire staff multiple times, and using those duplicated fire staffs, he is able to put them in the center holster where the fire staff would be put for this step, and he can, as a result, complete the step that way. As you just heard, he was able to complete the step.
Around us.
91.
Now he's gonna finish the second to last box. He's got 2 more boxes to do. So yeah, pretty straightforward. You notice also when he was down in excavation, he was trying not to kill anything because he wants these spawns for the boxes. So yeah.
Your death comes swiftly.
So what he's doing right here is he's trying to see the foot. He's just zooming in because it's easier to see the foot that way. He is hoping for middle robot because in order to complete the step on solo, you're not supposed to technically complete the step on solo, but you can if you get the middle robot. What he's going to do is he's going to throw the G strike at the crater in the center, and then he's going to enter the robot and press the button in the robot's head. So yeah. And then because he's gotten the middle robot foot, he's able to immediately go and then release the Maxis drone into the hole. So yeah, he's able to do all of this in quick succession, which is really important for the speedrun. During all this, he is also going to fill the box. So yeah. Also gets a million panzers, but the Boomhilda is just absolutely incredible at taking them out, so yeah. Would highly recommend the Boomhilda or Fire Lightning Staff for them. Okay, well, he just gets a lightning bar right there, which is kind of insane, considering that typically what you need to do is you need to use the ice staff to hit the 3 chariots with it in order to get a blood on excavation where the pack-a-punch is on top of the mound, and he didn't have to do that there, which is kind of a massive time save. So yeah, I believe he also got that from a zombie too. He didn't even get that from a panzer.
No demon will withstand my strike.
But as you can see, I mean, I kind of glossed over it, but he was able to kill the zombie and get the Maxis drone back, which is good. So yeah. Now, should be pretty straightforward for the rest of the Easter egg. He's just going to look to knife zombies with the white glow on their fist in order to get the upgraded fists. G-strikes are helpful for this, but he doesn't have any left. Widow's Wine's also pretty good for it.
Pop it, please.
Boom. There you go. He's got his tablet. Easter egg's almost over. Yeah, so we grab the Maxis drone.
Not even looking. 83, 83, 83, 83, 83.
And now he's just counting the number of kills. He has 483 kills. That's why he was saying 83 right there. But yeah, he's just able to put all the staffs in the center. And then the death machine is just incredible for the step. You can essentially spawn camp the zombies. So that's why he popped the death machine right there.
Only a fool would face me in battle.
Perhaps you will be the first to finish that which started so long ago.
Yeah, so his insta kill, you saw he got at the last possible second. Pretty useful for filling up the staffs. Just gonna have to flip one more round to finish filling.
Dust and ashes are all that remain.
Grabbing the death machine one more time. This should be the last of it. You should be filling relatively soon.
You will be rewarded beyond your imagination.
The spirits of my ancestors are with me.
Grab the insta kill again at the last possible second in order to get some value out of it from his M8A7. And then there you go. He's gonna throw a G strike so that way the Maxis drone doesn't get distracted by shooting other zombies, and we'll just go up to the top and boom, there you go.
Oh
31-41.
my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Congrats to him. Well deserved. And yeah, thank you for watching. If you guys have any questions, please be sure to drop them in the comments. I will try to answer, as well as my Discord in the description. If I can't answer a question, then I will point you in the direction of someone who can. But yeah, thank you for watching.